Hey everybody, Bill in Virginia. So this week, just a short video since I posted one for April Fools. But in the very first piece of this, you saw a bunch of pine trees that I scratch built over the past week. That tied into an earlier video. I've been working on some techniques and different ways of doing it, different colors, and actually I think they're turning out pretty good. Second little snippet that you just saw is ON3 engine that I've got. And I've got a fair number of ON3 engines up in my office, as well as some other pieces of equipment. So what I've been teasing, and I think some of you already have figured out, is I'm going to build an ON3 layout at some point this year. You have been looking at a stack of lumber down there that's going to be part of the ON3 layout. So what I've been doing this weekend, and I'm taking some vacation this week, and I'm going to do a bit more. Excuse the window. Boy, I got to clean that. See out in the shed, that pile is debris. So I've been starting to redo the storage area that's in the shed. Not for trains, but so I can come in and I can put the other kayak out in the shed. That frees up space where I can move over my backdrop little container that I've got up there. And that pink foam board that you see right there, that's just plain pink foam board. It was an extra piece that I had up here because now I've got my tree making supplies up there. No one has ever wanted to take this old backdrop that I've got the cotton cloud on the back, so that's going to go down to the landfill. Unfortunately, I just don't have space for it. So what I'm going to look at doing is I'm going to move the backdrop storage area over to where the green kayak is. I'm also going to look at getting some additional lights and run them along that beam there, just so I can get better lighting in the garage. Because as you've noticed, I've got a shop light supplementing here. I will clean off the counter. Then I can get the end scale layout up onto the counter. I can move the HO scale layout over, and that'll give me enough space to work and play with construction of an ON3 layout. I will cover both of these with dust covers just so that I don't have a mess. Now, long term, what I'm looking at trying to do is come up with a system to hang the HO scale layout from the ceiling. You know, I built these very light, and you know, it comes apart in the middle. So I'm looking at a system where I can take not the bicycle type storage rack, that's too light, but come up with maybe a boat winch type system that I can come up with also a sort of a bracket that I can put underneath the layouts and lift them up off the floor. The legs that I've got underneath them fold up for storage anyway, so that I can really free up more space in the garage. You know, there's a couple of people in my family that think I'm crazy, and you know what, they probably are right. Modelers kind of get that way. But even if that doesn't work, the end scale layout goes on the bench. That then sticks out roughly this far. The HO scale can come right up next to it. Again, luckily everything's on wheels. That's 4 foot. That will come out to less than the distance of where that is. Right about there is 4 foot. So that still frees up that much space in the garage. And what I'm going to do for the ON3 is it's going to be 4 foot wide, same as what I've got here, but it's going to be 3 sections. It's going to be 2 4 by 4 foots, and then 1 roughly 2 by 6. That way I can get a decent size run in, and the you know, the middle one 2 by 6, so it's kind of narrow. But what I really want to do is I want to make something so I can start going to model shows. You know, I'm getting close to retirement age. I've still got some time, but you know, I see guys and clubs bringing things in, and I enjoy it. So I want to do a logging layout, and I can, you know, take it and have some fun at some shows. So it's going to be lightweight. It's going to be very self-contained. It's going to be DCC. I've got to get some sound for the engines that I've got, but you know, I've got some plans. It's still going to be down the road a ways, so I've got a lot of construction yet to do on both the N scale and HO scale for details and finish things up, which I'm going to continue to do and have fun with both layouts. But the logging one is fun, and you guys and gals have seen, I like scenery, and you know, I really have had fun making those trees. And like I've said in previous videos, I've got hundreds of them I've got to do. So anyway, that's all I'm going to do for talking right now. I'm going to run a little bit of trains on the N scale layout, just have a little bit of fun, have some coffee, and we'll wrap this video up. Well, just taking that kayak down increased my overall lighting quite a bit. So that looks pretty good over on the N scale. The kayak is gone, bicycles are gone. So I'm going to do a little bit more work on the layouts today, and I'm going to switch things up on the HO scale. So we'll show that and run a couple of trains real quick, and I think that'll be it for this particular video. Uh-oh, what is the engineer gonna do? There is no industries on the east side of the shop area. I think it's time to change things up a little bit. All right, we now have industries on the east side of the roundhouse. Let's take our little local in and see what she does.